fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
I woke up in a cave at the beginning of the first day, and I found a ghost. Shit, he doesn't speak for himself. Wait a moment. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of the war and your warrior's blood. I thought about it, but nah, I ran away. I found a room with some grease, grace on the floor, and I touched it. Then I found some fingers in a corner of the room, and yeah, I guess I'm a finger collector now. I rode the elevator to the surface world. My eyes, I haven't seen the sun in years. Outside, I found some more of this lost grace and a guy in a white mask.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in
Well,
obscurity.
the white mask guy was a bitch. But I found a lost grace in a place called the Church of LA, so I'm good. Then I realized I needed hands, because I have none. So I did what every murder hobo dude would do. I went and killed some bitches. But I only found a hat. And a fucker with a spear and a shield, which was really annoying to beat up. But then I found a big sword, so I was happy. Later that day, I sat down at the newfound grace, and a woman appeared from thin air and gave me a fucking horse. Like, what? Who would have expected that?
Greetings. traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Well, that's cool. Now I'm not maidenless anymore. Haha, fuck you, white mask guy.
Turn your runes to strength. Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
After I got the Finger Maiden, I decided to sneak down in the basement I saw earlier. And guess what? I found some ashes of war and a wet stone knife. I sneaked a bit more and I found a map and backstabbed the guy.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Carly, purveyor of fine goods.
Back at the Church of LA, I found Santa, and she knew I was tarnished. I fucking knew it. Santa knows everything.
Goodbye.
Then I bought some stuff of his hands. The same evening I stumbled into a cave, and guess what? A grace! the cave was jam-packed with wolves who killed me a couple of times. Until I just walked past the fuckers. And deeper into the cave I found one of these mist walls from Dark Souls, but it was more green yellowish. And some warning signs on the floor, warning about some strong foe. And look at this, I just beat that humanoid wolf thing right out of his body. That without pants. I'm so cool. A couple of minutes later, I found a statue of death that led me into a fucking death trap. Like, what the actual fuck? A proper death means returning to the earth. Have patience. Until the time comes and the roots called. These ghosts are speaking some smart words over here. Then I died from the hands of gargoyle a couple of times. after surviving the fire, I climbed the ladder and I had learned the gargoyles' tactics. Fucking ambushers. I beat them up. And pulled the lever I found. And now it's time for a boss battle again. This bitch Pussycat was much harder than Alpha though, so I had to add death counters so you guys can see how hard it is to play with no pants. So remember, you'll need pants. After 14 deaths, this happened. The reward for all that shit was some ashes of a noble sorcerer, which I couldn't even use yet. At the beginning of day 2, I
This
met
tiny
Melinda
golden aura
at the
is the grace
race
of the
in the
Earth
Church
Tree.
of Ella.
This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace. that guide you through your burden. Shall I turn your wounds to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
And then I also met the witch who gave me a bell.
May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
So I tried the bell out with the wolves on some rats in a basement. Rat's chest was some weird transporting trap mist thing. Note, later I found out that you can roll away from the mist in the trap, but I didn't know that at the moment. I was transported to a cave I didn't like, so I ran out of there. But actually it was good that I was transport trapped, because I found a cool spell. And I found a smoldering church with a grace and some books. And the church's front entrance was protected by a crazy woman who scared the heck out of me. Then, later, they found a cool field boss and a boat to summon skeletons, which was real cool. And that's basically day 2. Day 3, I found the Third Church of America.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you, if you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
And Melinda invited me to the Round Table
rest
Hold.
Upon you for but a
Now
moment.
White Mask guy is double fucked. In the Round Table Hold, I met Corin, a man of the
I see
cloth.
you've just arrived.
He was cool.
Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most Tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers? the Golden Order shine through you.
I met a grumpy person. The Twin Maiden husks, whoever these are. They didn't talk. I met a weird guy known as Dean, like who's
I don't
called
believe
Dean.
we've met.
Just
I'm known as
Dean.
D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number, unless you wish to lay down your life in vain. Well, well, with a prowess for weeding deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Well, all right then. No sense in forcing you.
I met the bitch guy Dialos, who had lost
hello.
his servant,
You must be new here.
Lanya.
I'm
I'm on Lanya's
just call me
side.
Dialos.
I won't
The honor of
report
one's
back to
house
the
holds
Midnight
little
Rider.
import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
You're a new face, no matter. It's all the same.
I found a blacksmith
Your arms.
named Harry,
Let's get smithing.
and it made me sad that he was a prisoner.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
Then he helped me make my flood holy. Then I met the deathbed companion Thea, and she was mentioned in the
Greetings, great
starting
champion
intro
called
of
by
the
grace.
game.
I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
And she hugged me. She was very kind.
felt light up inside you was a Baldekin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Then I bought some sorcery sticks from the Twin Maidens.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard.
Later in that day, I found the mouse man Bob.
Could you help us out? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned, and so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me. Or I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
After finding a hat, I found a royal house scroll and a weird sorcery dude. And after finally finding some clothes, I ran into a dragon. And I did what every under-leveled hero would do. I ran into a cave and hid. Now, this cave was apparently a smithing stone mine. And I killed the miners and took the smithing stones. Then I found another elevator that had a weird path. That led to another elevator. And there, at the end of the mine, at the deepest part, I found a huge troll with a bunch of gold. But gold is useless in this game, because you just use moons. I figured it would be more effective to kill him with a war pick I found, so I did that. Day 4, back at Round Table Hall.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then.
I went to the Twin Maidens and got me a memory stones, since sorcery is fun.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then. Would you like to learn an incantation? May the Golden Order shine through you.
What now? Had a change of heart?
I went to upgrade my
Where have you
weapons.
been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms then.
And I needed a hug, so I went to Thea, this time with clothes on. Well, but she shared her sad backstory,
like me to
and now
hold
I'm
you?
sad.
Once more. Now, come closer. You are so very warm. I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
Then, at the castle, I killed some folks. Night. And I learned blood magic when I killed him, so that Ash of War is like my favorite now. Day 5. I met Irina, who taught me about Castle Morn,
Might I bend your ear for a moment,
and
please?
she gave me
My
a
name is
letter to
Irina.
her father,
I've escaped from
which
Castle
she
Morn
needed
to the
delivered
south.
because
The servants there
he was
have
still
rebelled.
there.
I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father.
Now,
In the castle,
ending
if
the
you please.
first 5 days at a new race and with a mission for the next video. This has been the start of the 100 days of Elden Ring. Thanks for giving me your time, and I shall say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the hour. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. The video has ended now. And if you watch this in the future, or if you are from the future, you can also watch maybe more parts of this series of 100 Days of Elden Ring. The video has ended now. Hello. Go watch another video or do something else. Goodbye.